morning. How are you? This is Thursday, July 17th, and it is 8:03. It's 76 degrees, 90% humidity. Anything else you want to know? Anyway, you know, I just thought of something. The you know who man in Sarasota, you know, he talks about there's so many watch faces. Well, there's thousands of watch faces for the Apple Watch. And I'm not saying that you have to have an Apple Watch or whatever, but I mean, I'm just talking about for the cost of the one he's got. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up. I'm folding up my little screen cleaner cloth. This is from the Fly Lady. And I don't know if you can get these anymore. You used to could get them on Amazon, but I haven't looked at her website in a while. These are the best. Them are the best, in my opinion. Okay, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Timmy, you know who. And we're going to talk about Nomadic Fanatic. Okay, Timmy did a video on, you know, his YouTube career and, you know, how he got started. And, you know, he only remembered selective things. And I don't think that I think he remembered what he wanted to remember. Let's put it that way. You know, and I know some of those videos do go viral, but it's usually people that have, if you look at the subscriber count, I think it's usually somebody that has a large either subscriber count, or they have had a lot of views, you know, in the first 24 hours. So I don't think that Tim's will go viral, but hey, who am I? It might. Okay. And let's see, what else was he talking about? Oh, he took Rafaela to the airport. Of course, he continues to talk about his diet when he said he wasn't going to talk about it anymore last week. Well, we all knew that was a lie. Anyway, I still think that he could have a video that would get probably 50,000 to 100,000 views if he did a tell-all video. Now, I don't think he would get 1 million. I mean, he might eventually, who knows? But I do think he could have another video to go semi-viral if he admitted everything that he's done while he's been on YouTube, and his I guess a come to Jesus meeting, his testimony. Let's say if he did that, he might get another viral video. But I guess that's between him and God and Jesus. Not for us to decide. That's about all I got to say about him. I mean, I do think he's probably, he's looking a little thinner in the face, which I think also will age him, but that should level off if he continues what he's doing. I know some people don't agree with me on that, and on his beef and egg dish. Now, I personally could not eat that. I don't care how carnivore I was. I like my things separated. And if I was going to have a hamburger or beef, my eggs would be on the side, and they'd probably be on a different plate. I'm sorry, I'm picky. I just don't like it all mixed together. I know when it goes in your stomach, it's all mixed together, but I don't want to look at it mixed together. But that's me. Anyway, that is a lot of go-to meals for people that, especially when they're first starting out. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I'm just saying if you Google or if you go on YouTube and search for beef and egg, easy meal, carnivore, I'm saying there'll be bunches coming up. And one girl that I've started watching more of is Steak and Butter Gal. Now, I'm not saying I'm anything like her right now, because I'm not. Now, and I'm just going to put it to you then, I'm going to shut up about that, is that she takes a stick of butter and eats, and just, like you would a candy bar. I can't do that. I don't know how anybody can do that. And when she does it, I just want to look away. And, she is, she looks fabulous. And that's all I can say about it. I think she's been on it now 6 or 7 years. So, she looks fabulous. She says she feels fabulous. So that's all I can tell you. Take it for what it's worth. Don't say it's right. Don't say it's wrong. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying, let people do what they want to do. That's always been my philosophy. Let people do what they want to do. They're the ones that I have to say, well, I messed up, or maybe I shouldn't have done that later on. But let people, as Tim says, live their life. Okay, now, if somebody asks me for my advice, I might give it to them. But as I said before, I'm not a doctor, not a lawyer, not a nurse, not a whatever. I'm just me. I'm just telling you my opinion. That's all I'm doing. I'm just telling you my opinion. Okay, now we're going to go on to Nomadic Fanatic. Eric and Diana. They're in Alabama. They're on their way north. They're getting ready to go to Tennessee when I cut it off. Now, I didn't watch all the video yet, so I don't know. Anyway, they're somewhere outside of Birmingham or somewhere. And he's going to climb this fence and go up and go down a slide at some park they're at. And she's in the background. You can do it, honey. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Now, I could see myself. And they're not young, but they're not old as me. But I can imagine doing that to Dave if he did that. I'd say, get your butt up there. Show me what you can do. That's what I do. And I'm sorry I yelled, but that's what I would be saying. I'd be, I'm not going to be, oh, come on, honey, you can do it. I'm so proud of you. That's like talking to a kid. Okay, then he starts whining about the rain and the heat, humidity, that nobody ever told him that. And I commented on the video, so I'll probably be in the cornfield on his channel, and that's fine. I don't care. Anyway, first of all, there was many people, including myself, that told you wouldn't be able to handle the heat and humidity. As far as rain, I think that area is having I don't know this for sure. I'd have to look at statistics, but I do think they're having more rain this year than they probably have in a while. But I know from living in the South, and I'm not in the deep South, I'm in the mid-South, that some summers it's rainy and some summers we'll go 2 months without rain. And right here where I live, we've not had a lot of rain. We've had some. We had, I guess, Sunday night, maybe it poured for a while. But we've not had anything that the northern part of the county has had. They are under flood watch and flood warnings just about every day. But right here, we've not had that much. Now, I'm sure the river is up, but I've not been by it. But it's just not been that bad right here. So I think it just hits certain areas. And I think it's following him, or he's just wanting something to whine about. And I don't say much about him and the cats and whatever. I'm not saying he don't love his cats. I just don't think that's the best environment for them. I think if he had 1 and 2, okay. But when you start adding on to more than that, it just, I would never have more than 2 again. And, I don't know that I'll ever even have 1 again after the one I've got now. Because, I'm getting old. And I don't want to, I know it can happen anytime. But as you get older, the more likely, especially if you get a young cat, a kitten or something, the chances are that pet might outlive you. So I don't know that I'll ever have another one. I'm not going to say I won't ever, but, I'm just getting to the point now where I don't know that I don't think I'll ever have another one. But that's here nor there. Anyway, that's just all I wanted to talk about today. Not much. It's getting hot in here because I got the engine off. So I'm going to go to work. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I know not many people seen my other video that I put up yesterday because I didn't really say much about Tim. And that's okay if you don't watch, but you know, you could go and let it play in the background. I'm sorry. I'm getting desperate like Tim. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you have a great day, great week. Go watch Sharing the Journey. They put up a great video last night. I think you'll like it. And I'll link it below. And I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you.